What's up, shavers and shavettes? Your old pal Cosmo here. Today, we're actually recording the very first episode of the Lather Games podcast. So I'm going to be on running my mouth as usual, and we should see how it goes. Maybe get a little recap of last year, a little bit of teaser of what's coming up this year. Should be awesome. So stay tuned. Check out the podcast when it comes out, and see you guys in the Lather Games. Well, that was fun. Hopefully you'll get to listen to the podcast here very soon. It'll get published whenever it gets published, I guess. I don't know when. Within probably today. If you're watching this on the day it was released. Monday, Sunday, that day. So what we're going to do today is explore this ugly thing. This is a Yaqi Half DE razor that I got off of AliExpress, and it has the avocado colored handle on it, which looks really stupid. I should have gotten either a black handle or a chrome head, one or the other. But the handle itself is pretty cool. I like the color of it. It's got some good weight to it. I'm sure it's made out of cheap, whatever they make cheap stuff out of. The head has the screw for the handle there, and then separates into two pieces, and you got like that. So I've never used it. I've never even loaded a blade into it. So I thought it would be kind of funny because it looks like loading the blade is going to be a pain. So I thought it'd be funny to kind of do it together. So we will take a regular DE blade that's been snapped in half. We're using a Persona in this one. And we will try to get that thing loaded into here. Now, I don't normally, whoa, hello, handsome. How you doing? Don't really know what I'm gonna do here. So here's the base plate there, and I suppose I can just, yeah, that's probably the easiest way. Just line everything up right there, hold the edges with my fingers, get the plate on there like so. Get it's a little crooked, but what we'll do, you see it's a little crooked, so what we'll do is just loosen that up, push it in there. Yeah, good to go. Not as bad as I thought, so that's a pretty good technique. Just use the screw post to line it up, hold it on the edges. It just barely fits. It does not extend past the edges for those of you that it goes just right up to the edge there. I don't think you can make it out. So there you have it. It's got a pretty significant gap there. See if you can see that. It's got some decent blade exposure. So we will give it a shot and see how it works out. Now, for our soap today, we are going with Saponificio Verasino. I like saying that with a little bit of a thing to it. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it sure sounds fun. It sure is fun to say Saponificio Verasino. Makes me want a baguette. No, wait, wrong country. Cosmo, my namesake. How could I not have this soap, right? So, to save time, we've already loaded up a massive beast of a brush with the Barber pole handle here. This is a Yaqi 30 millimeter Tuxedo synthetic with the Barber pole handle. It just looks neat. It's a beast of a brush, but we will use it anyway because why not? We got to use our stuff, right? So let's get a lather going and see what happens. You know those, we just did the podcast. I was just a short guest on there, so I don't know what else was talked about because I ran off afterwards. But it's always cool, like, actually talking to other, what are we, shaving enthusiasts? That sounds weird to say, doesn't it? Weird to admit. But it's kind of cool to, like, physically talk to people and, like, hear their voice and stuff, you know? Like, we hear a little bit more personality come out, what you might not be able to pick up by SOTD, Shave of the Day posts. But I'm always super self-conscious about those kind of things, and I feel weird afterwards, like, what did I say? Did I sound stupid? So I guess I'll find out what I said when I hear it with everybody else. I would imagine it'll, if it's not out tonight, today, what are we doing? Monday would be today. Unless it's already out and I missed it somehow. But Stephen J will be posting it. I loaded the hell out of this brush. So it's taking me a minute to get some water in there. But Saponificio is really good stuff. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Look at this. I like it. Look at the residual that just stays on the finger like that. Yeah. That's the good stuff, man. Forgot to mention this razor, this Yaqi razor. I first saw it on HD Shave's YouTube channel. And I thought I'd give it a try because it was only like, I think like with the handle and the razor head part, I think it was only like 12 or 15 bucks or something like that from AliExpress. So why not? And I know USS SpongeBob on Reddit has used it as well. All right, so this is still pretty dry, but it feels pretty slick. So let's try it out. If it doesn't work out, we can add more water, but I'm gonna be adding water all night. I loaded the hell out of that brush. I do have some on my shirt, so it is okay to continue on. And the residual on my hands is pretty good. So there we go. It's all loaded up. First use. Let's give it a shot and see. I don't think we need our glasses here anymore, do we? Let's see how it goes. Interesting. Got a lot of audio on there. Here comes the, I hate this faucet. Here comes the squeaky faucet. You ready for it? It shaves pretty good. Soap's doing okay. It's a little dry, but it's all right. Now you can, the little size of that, the shape of that, you can really get up in there. It's pretty nice, actually. Yeah. That's about the right angle right there, whatever that looks like to you. handle feels nice. It's a little bit slippery with this. You get a little soap on there and it feels a little bit slippery. It's actually really nice. It could be because the soap is good. The handle is a little bit slippery though. I don't know if it's just this plastic. It is got like some diamond or raised texture on there, but it does feel a little bit slippery when it gets soap on it. But the razor feels good. Got some good audio. Pretty easy. I don't really know what the point is though. Like, what's the point? You're using half a DE, then half of a double edge, great. I don't know, it's kind of a novelty, but it is a nice shaving razor. That soap is slick. That's good stuff. So let's go ahead and do a second pass on there. You can see just a couple days growth. It takes it down pretty good. Wow, love that. Love that soap. The smell on this one's kind of light. It's supposed to be like coffee and leather or something like that, but it doesn't really smell like much to me. But I do like the performance of it. It's the triple milled stuff. It'll last a freaking lifetime, but I kind of want to get some more for some better smells, but I had to get that one because it literally is called Cosmo, so. Could use a little more water, but yeah. What's a little dry lather amongst friends? So I would say that this razor is slightly aggressive. It's mid to low aggressive, I would say. I think that maybe with a more aggressive blade, it might feel a little bit more rough because the Persona for me is a good middle of the road blade. So for it to feel a little bit aggressive makes me think that this razor is slightly aggressive. So, but it's not uncomfortable. It's really comfortable. Maybe it's just the sound. It could just be that it has all that audio feedback that makes it sound like it's aggressive. It's really easy though. Most DEs are easy though, aren't they? So I would say the efficiency is a little bit on the lower side with this blade. Ooh, a little tuggy there. Yeah, I still got some leftover after 2 passes, So efficiency is a little bit on the low side, but I bet you that this would mow down some, it would mow down some growth pretty easily with that significant gap there. See if I can angle that the right way to get it. Difficult, to say the least. All right. This soap is phenomenal, though. Now our test will be the aftershave. So I'm going to go with an alcohol-based Aftershave Splash, just to see how we did. Get a little feedback on that. So for that, I'm going to be using Australian Private Reserve Winterfall. I don't care about the seasonals. Like, if it smells good today, I'm going to wear it today again. Although there is a point to the seasonal stuff, but this one doesn't feel out of place on a spring day to me. But it is pretty heavily scented, which I like, which is typical with Australian Private Reserve. Oh, wow. A little bit of feedback there. Gone now. Ooh, good oils in there. Wow, that's... You ever put on a splash that feels like a lotion? That's amazing. The oils that are in there. That feels really good. Smells really good too. Like a dry smell. Wow, look at that. An alcohol-based splash that feels like a lotion. I was gonna put on some balm, but I might just leave that. Or I might put the balm on later. So, there it is. The Yaqi Half DE blade. I thought loading it was going to be a bigger pain in the butt, but it turned out to be pretty easy. It shaves pretty well. It's a little bit on the aggressive side. I did have a little bit of sting, so if you do like an aggressive razor, then it's a good choice for you. If you don't like an aggressive razor, then maybe this one doesn't fit the bill for you. I'll put a link in the comments to HD Shave's video where he used the same one. And he actually has the chrome colored head with the same avocado handle. And so you can see that it actually looks a lot better. Just to recap, that was with a Persona Lab Blue. We used Saponificio, Verasino, Cosmo. It smells like soap at this point. We used a massive beast of a brush that's got it all just coming down. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. Beautiful though, right? That stuff is slick as a slick thing. And then we used Australian Private Reserve Winterfall. Really good. Just a formula on the splash. The smell is fantastic, but the formula is just amazing. I mean, it feels so good. I got soap all over my hands now, but it feels really soft. Rinse that soap off my hands and play with my skin a minute. Just really good feeling on that. So really good skin feel, face feel. So go check out the podcast. Hopefully I'm not too cringy on there. I feel like I was, but we'll see how that turns out. And until next time, lather games are coming up fast, kids. Get ready for it. Until next time, we will see you.